Yo guys, and welcome to my channel. So recently a lot of people have been asking me how I got my beard this big and this thick. To be honest, I don't think it's that big. I want it to be bigger. But I've had some serious gains and I'm going to give you my tips and tricks on how I got it to this level. Because this was not always me. I used to be babyface T and I made a change. I'm going to tell you the few things you need to do to get this sort of thickness and size, to be honest. So, tip number one to growing your beard: go to the gym. As simple as it is. That made a major difference without me knowing it. So if you think about it, if you look at the science, so you're going to the gym, you're lifting weights, you're building muscle, your testosterone level is going to be increasing, they're going to be higher. So therefore your beard's going to grow more. So yeah, as I said, literally going to the gym. I'm going to show you some pictures on my beard growth just from going to the gym. So when I started gym, this is how my beard was looking. I was about 17 and a half years old, about 18, 17. That's how my beard was looking, flat as hell, just only had sideburns. And just in a month, this is after 6 months of training, as you can see there's still some growth there. Obviously it's still a bit patchy. And then this is after a year and a half to 2 years of training, literally a full beard right now. So that is evidence right there that if you just train, go to the gym, it's going to help contribute to having a much thicker beard and it will grow. Tip number two, have a beard routine. It is very important, I won't lie to you. You don't want to have a crusty big beard. You don't want to have dreadlocks as a beard, guys. So you got to have a beard routine. Let me tell you what I use. So everyone's talking about minoxidil, beard oil. Before you think about applying something to your skin, you've got to clean it. So first thing you need to get is a beard wash. So this is, I'm not going to show the brand because they're not sponsoring me. So I'm just going to show, you can get anyone. So it's going to be a specialized beard shampoo, beard wash. You can get it from Tesco, you can get it from anywhere, you can get it from Amazon. I got mine from Amazon. So you can get anyone. So literally that will wash, open all the pores, just get rid of all the little clutter you got underneath your beard. Even if you have a beard. If it's a flat beard, still wash it because like you don't want to be getting bumps there, you get me? It's not really a nice feeling. Then, after you've washed your beard, then you apply the beard oil. Or you can have like beard butter or whatever. Apply the beard oil to moisturize it, keep hydrated, etc. So this is what it looks like, a beard oil. It's pretty small. Don't be applying the whole thing, just a little drop. Then massage it around. If you have a flat beard, use a beard brush. And this will obviously help stimulate the growth. I don't know the science behind it, but it worked for me, especially in the patchy areas. What I did was, I would apply beard oil on more beard oil on those parts. I'll just brush it, and apparently it stimulates the hair follicles, and that's how I got rid of the patches, if you can see. So I just used to brush here. Yeah, when my beard was flat, if you can see a picture here, my beard was flat in this area. I was patchy in those areas, and I started to brush. Yeah, pretty much the patchy areas. And I use a beard comb. You use any comb, I'm just exaggerating it. So just to literally brush it out like an afro. This is when you know you're elite. This is when you know you've done your thing, and you can finally brush your beard like it's an afro. But yeah, that's pretty much what I did. My routine. If you guys want a video on my routine, on like how I actually do it, a video of me actually doing my beard routine, I'll do that. Also, just to note, with the brush, you can also use it to style your beard. So for example, for me, I don't like my beard out bushy on the sides. So I would always style it down. So I just brush it down just to make it, and I like to brush down the more beard just to get that little oval shape. The balm that I use, it just helps just nourish your beard. It just has some nutrients. Use this because obviously you want to shape your beard around. You don't want to just have a big beard, especially when you're growing it. You don't want to just have a big beard and it's just everywhere. So I use this just to style it around, just keep everything symmetrical and in shape. So you guys, this little barber scissors, clipper scissors, not clipper, but barber scissors. Yeah, just to help maintain it, because yeah, I was looking like a wolf for a bit. And third tip, don't cut your beard. I don't understand these people who say cut your beard so it grows back more. That's the biggest cap. I don't know for you, I don't know what they're doing, but for me, when I cut my beard, nah man, it's longed out the process. So what I used to do is you can trim it down a little bit, but don't cut it completely flat. So if your barber cuts it down, just look at him, just change barbers, man. If your barber cuts down your beard, he don't want you to succeed, he don't want you looking good. So don't just leave your barber, cheat on that barber. Trim the edges with this. Don't cut it down when you go to the barber shop. Don't try to just trim it back and expect it to grow back thicker. I think that's the biggest cap. In my personal opinion, for my beard growth journey, what's worked for me is just trimming it down a little bit if it's getting a bit too bushy with this, and then let it grow back. So recently I went to the barber shop about 2 weeks ago, and my barber kind of, he messed up my beard, I won't even lie. If you can see, it's not really level in terms of my sideburns. So yeah, he messed me up. Like, if you check in this video, my beard line is much higher, and it took me time to really fix that beard line and get it thick on top. So now I'm gonna have to wait probably an extra month and a half for it to grow back to where I want it to be. So it's just a setback in a way. So like, I'm kind of pissed off with that, but I'll allow him. I'll tell him next time it was kind of my fault for not informing him to keep my hair, my sideburns high. So yeah, we move. We don't actually realize how much eating healthy makes a difference in terms of just your health, hair health, skin health, everything and stuff like that. So obviously skin health is another matter, but in terms of your hair growth, trust me, eating healthy makes a difference. I really saw that just eating less junk food, drinking more water, having a more balanced diet has made a major difference in terms of making it look more healthy. Because my beard is quite curly and soft, and before when I wasn't eating as well, it was very like tough and dry. I realised that even though I was putting some products on, it dried out really quickly. So I would say eat a healthier diet. You can still eat your junk food once in a while, but just make sure you're eating healthy and you're drinking a lot of water. And mostly, not stressing too much. I feel like not stressing too much helps a lot. When you're stressing, your body is not really going to function at its optimal rate. And that's why a lot of people, they lose their hair when they get older. Not even when they go at young ages, they lose their hair. I know in this world we go get it and grind, but there's a balance. You can't grind. If you're grinding so much, not looking after yourself, then ultimately, where's the longevity there? You gotta look after yourself, look after your health, keep your beard in check, keep your hair in check, keep your skin in check, keep your body in check, your health, eat healthy. It's an all-round thing. That wraps up the video, and that's pretty much the tips that I use to grow my beard. And there's one thing you need to take into account. I won't lie to you, genetics do play a part. Because my dad, when he was my age, he had quite a big beard as well, so big perks to my dad. Because if you have no like traces of a beard or nothing, no hair follicles, just have sideburns, and you don't see nothing here, and your dad doesn't have hair or your mom doesn't have a beard, then I'm taking the piss. But you're most likely not going to get a beard. Maybe if you use minoxidil or get a hair transplant or something like that, maybe. But the tips and tricks that I gave today for the person who has a patchy beard or sideburns and a bit of a goatee, this will work for you, trust me. I'll put you guys on, because that was basically me as well. But yeah, that's pretty much the video, and see you guys for the next one.